This dip is 10 out of 10, and I truly believe it is the most underrated dip in the world. An unknown Lebanese dip that's always stood in the shadow of hummus. But that changes today. It's called Muhammara, and it's a red pepper and cashew nut dip that's going to absolutely blow your socks off. So let's get into it. We're going to start by taking some regular or pointed red peppers, slicing them lengthways, and then removing the white pith. Then just roughly chop them up. There's no real science or method to the madness here, as it's all going to be roasted and then blitzed up. I'm using 4 peppers here for a large batch, and once they're chopped, move them over to a baking tray. Next, get yourself some garlic. Here you can see I've just got a handful of peeled cloves that I'm adding to the dish. Then about 1/3 of a cup of extra virgin olive oil goes in, and a super heaped teaspoon of salt. Mix this all up with a spatula or with your hands to make sure all of the salt and oil is incorporated all around the pepper and garlic, and then take this to the oven to roast at 190 degrees for 35 to 40 minutes. Next, get yourself a white onion, peel it, and then slice it all the way down as finely as possible. Once you've done that, decant it into a bowl and roll out a lemon before squeezing all the juice out. You can see here I'm just using a tea strainer, my preferred method of getting the pips out of the way, but you can do this any way you like. Next, go in with another heaped teaspoon of salt, mash this all up so it's all incorporated once again, and set it aside in the fridge. Now we just have to wait until the peppers are done, and once they are, take them out, and you can see they're sort of cooked to this level. If they're cooked a little bit more, don't worry, that's just going to intensify the flavors further. Next, get yourself around 600 or 700 grams of salted, already roasted cashews. You can see these have more of a golden color than the plain cashews, which should be a lot whiter. Make sure you get the right ones. This is very important for the end flavor. So add these to a food processor, and we're just going to blitz these up before we blitz up everything else. Again, a very important step if you want to get the right consistency. So whiz these up, and you can see the sort of texture we've got here. It's crumbly and fairly fine, but we haven't taken it to that sort of powder texture, and we've still got some good bits in there. Next, go in with the roasted peppers and garlic, and then your white onion that's been pickling in the fridge in that lemon juice and salt. This would have just softened and sweetened them a bit and got rid of the oniony flavor. Next, we're going in with a bunch of fresh coriander, stalks and all, and brace yourself for this, 1 heaped tablespoon of ketchup. I'll be waiting for the trolls in the comments section, but believe me when I say this is that secret ingredient that truly levels this up. Next, a squirt or a tablespoon of honey, chili to taste, the juice of another half of a lemon, and then this is ready to blitz up again. So get it on, and you can see the marrying between the ground cashew and the rest of the ingredients here, turning it into a delicious bright orange dip, and I can't even articulate the flavor profile here. If you haven't made this, it's a must. Once it's done, you should be at this sort of consistency. So give it a taste and you'll see what I mean. From here, it's just a process of decanting. If you're serving this up for guests, splay it out into a nice wide bowl, spoon it around so it has some sort of natural circular mounds, and then I just like to garnish it with some extra virgin olive oil, some smoked paprika, and some mint tops. A dip that truly gives hummus a run for its money, and that's coming from someone who's Lebanese, so trust me when I say I don't say that lightly. Hope you enjoyed, and sub to the channel for more like this.